what is your value in your life, right? To what things you give your value, what kind of things that you value in your life is very important, right? And if you value something that doesn't really last long, it's very bad, right? It's wrong value, I guess, from my point of view. If you value something that it doesn't really last long, this is not a good investment, even in business, I guess, right? So you should value something that lasts long. So that's why from my own experience, the people who always value about their face, if the only value in their life is their body and face, it's done. It's only for, maybe they will be happy for 40 years. After that, your face and your body will change, right? You understand? Yeah. And for example, like your neck start to look like a rooster neck, your skin all falls off, right? So then there's no happiness because your value is gone. There's no value because there's no beautiful body and beautiful face, right? But your value is more about inner peace, then it lasts longer, right? So now, when you look at those house, car, money, do you really think it's gonna last long? There's no guarantee at all. There's no guarantee. Anything can happen, Any moment you can lose all your wealth. Any moment you can lose all those valuable. But if you value something that really lasts for long, that is a good investment.
Yeah.
So if there's no value to get attached to those things. That's why you need to see everything is Wu-Tang. When you understand the reality of Wu-Tang, that you won't be able to attach so much. All those things, right, is a Wu-Tang. It can change any moment, really. But there's no wrong with, having car, building. It's good. 有钱更好. But the problem is your attachment, If you attach to it, and the thing that you're attached is it might change any moment, then your whole life is so unpredictable, right? So make sure if you are attached, you attach to something which is valuable, which is more safe and secure. Yeah, really.
就是这样.
In this world, what is the toughest job, is to change other people. Because why it is tough? Because we cannot control others. That's why. There's no way we can control other people, right? That's why it's toughest, That's why the things that you cannot control, don't make it your value. Really. Make something valuable, value them something that you can control. Understand? You can control your mind, so value it. You can control your peace, value it. You cannot control his peace, right? So you cannot value you want him to be happy, but you really cannot value. If that's the source of your happiness, then your source of happiness is very shaky. One day he's unhappy, you're unhappy. You cannot control, right? So always value something that you can control, and that's your mind. Other you cannot really control at all. That's why boyfriend, girlfriend is always this. If you are unhappy, I'm unhappy.
Yeah. Yes.
Exactly. Of course. Yeah. For example, couples, right? I always share with them that don't live in imaginary world. Don't live in romanticism. Understand? Because he will treat me like a prince. He will bring me a breakfast in the bed. Maybe for 2 months can, right? But for whole life cannot. Don't live in that moment. Sometimes he will be angry. Sometimes she will be upset. Sometimes she will complain about you. So we have to accept that. We have to live in reality. Yeah. That's the point, I guess.
Complex. Is there any antidote we can really work with?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. But that antidote will take time.
对治法会需要花时间。对治自己习性就要花时间。
Because you need to know how you have developed all those habitual patterns. How, right? How you become this, overthinking person because you have been thinking like this for last 30 years. In 30 years you have been doing this, then that's how it becomes a habit, right? So now you want to dispel that habit. What you have to do then for next 30 years you have to reverse that habit. And instead of overthinking, you have to think properly for next 30 years. That's how you change.
Always to think, you have to think properly.
Yeah, thinking like don't think too much,
Okay.
Let's say you have been eating so much for last 30 years, right? Now this is bad for your health. Now you have to reverse that habit. Now for next 30 years, you have to eat less. You have to make it a habit. That's how meditation is. Right?
Yeah.
But it takes time.